Hello, my name's Dana Scott. I'm here to talk about the Oreo cookie and how I eat it. I ended up taking the test with Dr. Deb about the personality method profile, and it ended up saying that I was a risk taker, but it pays off. So I'm going to talk about the three things that come to mind right off, which was when I went camping and broke down. I jumped off a 40-foot pier and then went swimming with the sharks behind the boat with the chum line. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the camping trip. Me and my husband went camping to Horn Island. We left from there, went to Sand Island, and all of a sudden the steering wheel come off. And my husband always said, Dana, never ever take your hands off the steering wheel. Well, needless to say, I didn't. I kept my hands on the steering wheel the whole time. Threw the boat in neutral, looked over at him through the steering wheel, and he was like, what are you doing? I said, the steering wheel come off, but we ended up having it tacked back, which fortunately we got it done for nothing. But so that talks about how I ended up coming out ahead a little bit there. The second thing was how I jumped off a 40-foot pier. Also with my husband, he asked me, he says, you want to jump off the pier? He says, ain't nothing like it, or isn't nothing like it, should I say. So we jump off the 40-foot pier, jump into the West River, and it was exhilarating, just another step for both of us. So we ended up, the third thing I'd have to say is when we were trolling on Petty Boy, and ended up, I took a dare from one of my friends. They said, oh yeah, I dare you to jump in. And I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So I jumped out of the boat with the chum line falling behind us, and needless to say, I jumped right back in, and luckily didn't get ate by sharks. But we got plenty of fish that day, so I come out on the good end on that also. I never thought of myself as being a risk taker, but now as I reflect on my life, I guess I've taken many risks. Some not so fortunate, but most of them I come out on the good side. I've had an adventurous life. I'm 50 years old, and I would think that whether it's swimming in the Gulf of Mexico with the sharks, jumping off a 40-foot pier, or camping to the islands with a boat broken down, everything's been good.